In 1977, a small factory in Colvin, Leicester got to work on something that would change the lives of countless people. Little did they realise that people were still caring enough 40 years later to sit and listen to a guy waffle on about that product. This is the Star Wars Toy Podcast. Hello there! Welcome back to the Star Wars Toy Podcast. This is episode 17, and I am Darth Mark. I hope you enjoyed last week's freeform rant about Hasbro. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to big up Hasbro. I'm still not happy with them. I think there's something going on there that we don't know about. But I'm going to big them up today. I'm just going to talk about the Black Series. But before that, as always, we have this.
The Star Wars Tracker Report.
I really think it's time, man. I should replace that. But here we are, the market activity for the 5th of October to the 11th of October. All in all, 607 items were sold with a total of £38,388. So first off, we have the top 5 accessories. So number 5, we have a Palatoy Star Wars A cardboard spherical playset. That is the Death Star. The Palatoy Death Star, sold in the United Kingdom for £350. I think I was watching that one because I still need that. I still need it. It wasn't meant, but for £350, yeah, it's not too bad. Number 4, we have a Land Speeder, Meccano Star Wars A, red Meccano logo, of course, sold in France for €442. Number 3, we have Han Solo, 12-inch. Kenner, Star Wars A, picture box, sold in the United States for $600. Number 2, we have another Death Star. Palatoy, obviously, Star Wars A, cardboard spherical playset. Again, sold in the United Kingdom for £500 at this time. Obviously, a bit better condition, maybe more complete than the earlier one. But number 1, we have a Slave 1. Kenner, Empire Strikes Back here, Cloud City scene, sold in the United States for $999. And looking at the description, it is factory sealed. Slave 1, Empire Strikes Back new, factory sealed, never opened, factory sealed, brand new. What you see is what you get. Soda says, that always scares me. Please be sure to look carefully at all of the photos as they were part of the description. That's not really conducive to selling an item, especially if it's sealed. It is sealed, but it doesn't say there's actually a Slave 1 in there. It could be just an empty box, but obviously it's going to be. It's definitely going to be a Slave 1 in there. But at £1,000, just because it's sealed, there was one bid on it, and it was $1,000, but then there was $50 shipping, obviously, to the UK. But then there was import charges of $288 on top of that. So it's definitely not going to be sold internationally. So there you go. I just thought I'd give you a bit of background about that and why it was such a high price. So on to the top 5 loose figures now. At number 5, we have a Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight Green Saber. AFA 90, sold in the United States for $300. At number 4, we have a Death Star droid, Meccano, sold in France for $301. Again, some background on this because it is a very high price for a loose figure. A very rare vintage Meccano No CEO raised bar Death Star droid. My childhood Meccano Death Star droid wants to find a new home. So the history was it was carded on a French tri-logo card. Yes, it's a Meccano, and it's probably one of the highest loose Death Star droids I've ever seen. It is hard to find a good Death Star droid because even though you didn't play with them that much, and I can't actually remember having one. But the paint always rubs off, especially the black on the shoulders. But you always tend to pay a premium for Meccano, as they are very rare these days. So on to number 3, we have a Yak Face. Talking of rare, well, it's not really rare. Kenner, sold in Australia for $522. And number 2, we have a Luke Skywalker Fanboy DT Saber. That's his rare. Kenner, sold in the United States, $500. I'd rather have that than a €300 Meccano Destroy Droid, but never mind. At number 1, we have another rarity. Is a vinyl cape Jawa. UKG, 80. Kenner, sold in the United Kingdom for £1,100. So on to the final category, and it is the top 5 mock figures. Number 5, we have a Luke Skywalker Hoth Battle Gear. Palatoy Return of the Jedi 70B, sold in France for €505. It does say Palatoy, but it's a tri-logo, so we can call it a Meccano, really, as it was sold in France. Number 4, we have a Jawa Cloth Cape, AFA 80. Kenner, a Star Wars 12C card, sold in the United States for $592. Number 3, we have a Luke Skywalker Fanboy Yellow Hair on a Kenner Star Wars 12C card, sold in the United States for $611. And number 2, we have a Boba Fett. We also have a Boba Fett. Kenner Return of the Jedi 77A card, sold in the United States for $809. But at number 1, we have a Luke Skywalker X-Wing Pilot, AFA 85Y. Kenner Power of the Force 92A card, sold in the United States for $999. So that's your Star Wars tracker for this week. So if you want to get in all the fun, or you just want to track your Star Wars collection, head over to www.starwarstracker.com.
Penny for your thoughts.
Back in 2013, Hasbro decided that us collectors needed something new to collect. So they invented a range of 6-inch figures that were more detailed and had better accessories than the 3 3/4 line that existed at the time. And little did they realise how successful it actually would be. That first wave in 2013, 2014 was, as we call it now, the orange line. Black boxes, it was called the Black Series, with an orange stripe down the right-hand side as you look at it. The figure itself could be seen behind a plastic window, perfect for displaying, because they were aware, I don't know if they still are, I think they are, because some of the later stuff, the deluxe boxes, are specifically designed to be displayed, and they knew that collectors wouldn't get these out of the boxes. So in that very first wave, we had a Luke Skywalker Pilot, which is number 1, which is quite unusual. Number 2, we had Darth Maul. Number 3, Sandtrooper. Number 4, an R2-D2, probably one of the best R2-D2s we've ever had, because they had all these accessories, his arms and things like that. At number 5, we have a Princess Leia in Jabba's prisoner outfit. We won't see that again. Number 6, a Boba Fett. Number 7 is Greedo. Number 8 is Han Solo, but he's got the Stormtrooper belt around him, so it's the New Hope Han Solo. Number 9, a Stormtrooper. Number 10, a Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 2, I do believe. Number 11 is a Bespin Luke, and number 12 is Anakin from, again, Attack of the Clones, it looks like. Number 13 was meant to be Chewbacca, but it was cancelled from Phase 1 and added to number 4 in Phase 2, which was the blue boxes. Number 14, we had a Clone Trooper. So unusual picks there for the characters. And as you'll see throughout these lists, it's very unusual goings on. In between the first and second wave, we had some exclusives and deluxe boxed items. The exclusives included a Boba Fett box set, which I believe was at San Diego Comic-Con, with the Carbonite Han Solo. And there was also a Boba Fett with the prototype armor, which was the white one. We also had a Cantina shootout with Greedo and Han Solo sat at the table. We had the Imperial Shadow Troopers, 2 Black Stormtroopers and a black speeder bike. A Jabba throne room and a Mexican with a 4-pack. In the deluxe line, we had a speeder bike with the Scout Trooper and a Jabba the Hutt by himself. So on to 2014-15, we had the blue wave. of figures, which included another Sandtrooper, but he had a black shoulder armour instead of the orange from the first line. We had our first Darth Vader at last, a Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight, a Chewbacca from which was cancelled from the first wave, a TIE Pilot, a Yoda, another Clone Trooper, another Obi-Wan, Han Solo in Stormtrooper armour, a Bosk, the Emperor, Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper armour, a Clone Trooper in red, a Clone Commander, IG-88, and Princess Leia in her Bush disguise. The next wave in 2015 went to the black and red design, which is still stands today. And of course, this was the lead up to The Force Awakens. So this is really what you call the modern waves. So we had Finn Jakku, Rey Jakku, Kylo Ren, First Order Stormtrooper Chewbacca, Captain Phasma, Poe Dameron, the Guavian Enforcer, Constable Zuvio, a Resistance Trooper, a First Order TIE Pilot, a First Order Snowtrooper, a General Hux, and a Pilot Asti. Around this time you also got some exclusives as well. Some certain Hasbro employees got a prototype Chewbacca in a box set, so you'll be lucky to find that one. But we also had a Toys R Us First Order Snowtrooper, the Emperor's Wrath Darth Vader, Evolution of the Stormtrooper 4-pack, another First Order Stormtrooper, this time at San Diego Comic-Con 2015 in the white packaging, an Imperial Forces 4-pack, which was available at Entertainment Earth, a Kylo Ren Starkiller base, which was available at Kmart, and an Imperial Shock Trooper, which was from Battlefront, but was only available at Walmart. In 2016, we got the second wave of red Black Series figures, but it was the first time the numbers carried on, and they have carried on ever since. So, number 15, we had Jango Fett. Number 16 is a First Order Flame Trooper. Number 17 is Finn, FN2187. Number 18 is Han Solo from The Force Awakens. 19 is Kanan Jarrus. 20 is Ahsoka Tano. 21 is Luke Skywalker, Fanboy. Number 22 is Sergeant Jyn 23 is Captain Cassian Andor. 24 K2SO. 25 is Imperial Death Trooper. 26 is Kylo Ren Unmasked. 27 Director Krennic. 28 Scarif Stormtrooper. 29 is C-3PO with the red arm. 30 is Princess Leia Organa in the white outfit from A New Hope. 31 Attack Driver. 32 Obi-Wan Kenobi from A New Hope. 33 Sabrine Wren. 34 is Darth Revan. And 35 is a Snowtrooper. The deluxe figures in this period were Han Solo on a Tauntaun, Luke with Hoth Wampa, and a Special Forces TIE Fighter, which was absolutely massive. We also had a Darth Vader and a Luke Skywalker, centerpieces, separate of course. We had the Darth Vader Legacy Pack from the 40th anniversary, which I'll mention a bit later. We had the Luke Landspeeder and the Rey Speeder. As for exclusives in this time, we have a C-3PO with a red arm, but Walgreens exclusive. A Clone Trooper pack. An Imperial Hover Tank Pilot. Sergeant Jyn Erso on Edu. The Kylo Unmasked, but the Celebration Europe Comic-Con exclusive. We also had the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2016 Ben Kenobi with the light up Princess Leia. Is probably one of the best packages they've ever done. I've got one of those and I love it. You could take the front part out of the box. You could open it up and have it displayed, but there's like a sliding card from the front of the package. So if you take that out, you can have it on display, which is amazing. You also had a Poe Dameron First Order Riot Control Stormtrooper package from Target, a Astromech 3-pack from Toys R Us with R2-A3, R5-K6, and R2-F2. You had a Rey on Starkiller base, a Scarif Stormtrooper from Walmart. There was also at San Diego Comic-Con 2016 the Sergeant Jyn Erso figure. And at Target you could find the Star Wars Rogue One Black Series figure 3-pack. On the main line we had number 36, Cherry Imwe. 37 was Baze Malbus. 38 was Imperial Royal Guard. 39 Lando Calrissian. 40 Qui-Gon Jinn. 41 Tusken Raider. 42 Harrison Diller. 43 another Darth Vader. 44 was Rey Jedi Training. 45 was Kylo Ren Unmasked from The Last Jedi. 46 was Luke Skywalker in ceremonial robes. 47 was Grand Admiral Thrawn. 48 Stormtrooper. 49 Maz Kanata. 50 was Elite Praetorian Guard. 51 Finn in First Order disguise. 52 Adrenal Leia. 53 Captain Poe Dameron. 54 Supreme Leader Snoke. 55 was Resistance Tech Rose. And number 56 was The Legends, which was a fan vote, Jaina Solo. Onto the exclusives in 2017. There seemed to be more exclusives than normal figures by this time. We had Admiral Akbar, First Order Officer, 2-pack. The Clone Captain Rex. Clone Commander Gree from Toys R Us. The Elite Guard 4-pack from GameStop. The Elite Praetorian Guard with Heavy Blade from Amazon. A First Order Stormtrooper with gear from Amazon. First Order Stormtrooper Executioner from Target. Grand Admiral Thrawn from San Diego Comic-Con 2017. An Imperial AT-ACT Driver from Target. An Inferno Squad Agent from Battlefront 2 from GameStop. A Kylo Ren Throne Room from Walmart, which you can now buy at The Entertainer. From San Diego Comic-Con 2017, you had a Luke Skywalker Jedi Master and Rey Jedi Training 2-pack. A Luke Skywalker Jedi Master Act 2 Island from Target. An Obi-Wan Kenobi Force Spirit from Walgreens. A Rey Jedi Training crate, Toys R Us exclusive. A Supreme Lady Snoke Throne Room from GameStop. And the aforementioned Land Speeder with Luke Skywalker from San Diego Comic-Con this time with extras that you didn't find in the normal retail box. So on to 2018 now. We have a DJ at 57. 58 we have Rey Island Journey. 59 we have Clone Captain Rex. Number 60 Death Star Trooper. 61 Jawa. With these two are repacks from the 40th anniversary. 62 we have Han Solo, young Han Solo from Solo. 63 Grand Moff Tarkin. 64 Range Trooper. 65 a young Lando Calrissian. 66 is Kira. 67 is Forlorn. 68 is Tobias Beckett. 69 Rebel Trooper. 70 Han Solo in Bespin outfit. 71 is Val. 72 in Imperial Patrol Trooper. 73 is L3. 37. 74 is Dengar. 75 Princess Leia in a Hoth gear, which I'm still waiting for. 76 is Lando in a skiff disguise. And 77 is Rio Durant. The deluxe figures in 2018 were a Dewback, Hem's Nest, Kylo Ren centerpiece, Rey Starkiller centerpiece, and a Pogs 2-pack. The exclusives were Admiral Piet, Captain Phasma, Chewbacca, Commander Wolf, a Gamorrean Guard, General Veers, a Han Solo and Princess Leia Organa Echo Base Hoth 2-pack, a Han Solo Exo Goth Escape, Moloch, Princess Leia Bespin Escape, Red Squadron Droid Pack, R2D2, R5D8 and R2X2, a Starkiller Base Centerpiece from San Diego Comic-Con, a Stormtrooper from Walmart, Mimban Stormtrooper that is, from Walmart, a Stormtrooper from Toys R Us Canada / Disney with blast accessories, and a Zuckus from Disney. So onto this year now. Han Solo Mimban, Dryden Voss, Vice Admiral Holdo, Padme Amidala, Mace Windu, Battle Droid, Chopper, Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 1, Ezra Bridger, Dr. Aphra, which I'm still looking for, BT-1, a 000 Supreme Leader Ren, Rey Andio, a Sith Trooper, Cal Kestis, the Mandalorian, Second Sister, Off-World Jawa, First Order Stormtrooper from The Last Jedi, a Janna. Number 99 is a First Order Jet Trooper. Number 100 is going to be Luke Skywalker Yavin Ceremony. It's not officially number 100 because we had 2 waves before this and we have all the exclusives, so it's not really 100, but there you go. And number 101 is Cara Dune, and 102 is going to be Wedge. Yes! So onto the exclusives from this year, some new ones we haven't seen yet. It's like the Chewbacca and C-3PO removable limbs, which is going to be on Amazon. The C-3PO and Babu Frick, I hope I've pronounced that right. Clone Commander Fox, Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi, the 20th anniversary Darth Maul, the Droid Depot from Disney. It's a pack with BB-8, R2-D2, C-3PO and DJ Rex. That's at Disneyland, obviously. Emperor Palpatine on throne, which is another one that is on its way for me. First Order Elite Snowtrooper, collect a mystery box from Target. A carbonised First Order Jet Trooper, which is something I'm going to be looking out for, but it says Walmart, but I'm hopeful that it's going to be on Amazon. General Grievous, an IG-11, which we're yet to see. I'm looking forward to that one. An Imperial Jump Trooper. Luke Skywalker Death Star Escape. It says Target, but I got that one from my local shop. A Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight from Walmart. A Luke Skywalker Strikes European Convention box set. The Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 1 20th Anniversary. A Purge Stormtrooper from GameStop. A Second Sister Carbonised from GameStop. A Sith Trooper from the San Diego Comic-Con, but there's also a Sith Trooper Carbonised, which I got from Amazon. A Smuggler's Run pack from Disney, which includes Rey, Hondo, Chewbacca and a Porg. A First Order pack with a Mountain Trooper, MSE Droid, Kylo Ren, and a Commander, also from Galaxy's Edge. The Mandalorian Carbonised Target, and a Yoda Force Spirit from Walmart. They're going to have to do a Anakin Force Spirit, but which Anakin will they do? Maybe we'll get both. That'll be quite interesting. Before I'm going to go into future releases, I'm going to go back and look at the 40th anniversary wave. So you had R2, Ben Kenobi, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Death Squad Commander, Jawa, Sand People, C-3PO, Stormtrooper and Darth Vader, and your exclusives were R5-D4, Luke Skywalker Pilot, and of course the Boba Fett, which came out this year. So what about next year? What about the ones that are coming out? If you listened last week, I did actually announce these, but the Red 2020 wave is going to be decided, so they're not, they haven't got the numbers on. We're going to have a battle droid. There'll be probably a different coloured one from the last wave. A Berlin leader, which I think is going to be Admiral Ozzel. It's got Berlin leader. He played Hitler in Indiana Jones. The next one is Cairo Greater, which I asked last week. Nobody's come up with an answer to that, and I'm still scratching my head. We'll find out soon enough. Next up, we have a Commander Bly, a Count Dooku, which is quite interesting, a Hoth Rebel Trooper, a Jar Jar Binks, yes, we're getting Jar Jar Binks, Luke Skywalker Crate, which is quite interesting, and a Sith Jet Trooper. So if you have any ideas what that Cairo Greater is going to be, I'd like to know. You can email me, blueharvesttoys@gmail.com, but you can also hit me up on Twitter @StarWarsPod.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna throw me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
So I've got a couple of news items here, but this one that I really think you should know about. It's entitled Holy Grail Star Wars figures could rewrite the record books at Hakes Auctions. Of course, Hakes Auctions is based in America, and they have, I think it's either 3 or 5 days the auctions go on for. A collection of Holy Grail Star Wars action figures is up for sale at Hakes Auctions, which could potentially rewrite the record books. The online sale, which runs until November 6th and 7th, includes hundreds of vintage Star Wars toys amongst its catalogue of rare pop culture and historic memorabilia. Leading to the sale is a rocket-firing Boba Fett prototype figure, widely considered to be the most valuable and sought-after Star Wars figure in existence. These unreleased prototypes feature a spring-loaded rocket, which was later deemed a safety hazard. Yes, we know that's not true. And fixed in place before the figures hit the stores in 1980. Back in July 2019, another rocket-firing Boba Fett prototype made headlines when it sold to Hakes for $113,000, which I mentioned on the podcast at the time, setting a new world record price for a Star Wars action figure at auction. However, the figure was an unpainted example, whereas the figure now on offer at Hakes is one of the final fully painted prototypes, which always gets me, how these were fully formed, fully painted prototypes. Very strange. Between 80 and 100 of these painted prototypes were shipped to Kenner from Hong Kong for safety testing purposes in 1979, prior to a full production run being approved. The extensive tests included heating, freezing, and generally attempting to destroy the figures, which left many of the prototypes in fairly battered condition. In the end, the rocket firing mechanism failed the safety tests, and the rockets were firmly fixed into place before the figures were sold to the public. Yeah, we don't know if that's entirely correct, but I suppose we'll never know. Only the people that were there at the time will know, and they are all tight-lipped about that. It's thought that between 26 and 26 painted prototypes survived. Okay. And the current figure is remarkably preserved in an AFA graded 85 plus near mint plus condition, which suggests it's avoided the most rigorous tests. Due to its rarity and condition, the rocket-firing Boba Fett prototype figure will now hit the block at Hakes with a potential record-shattering estimate of $200,000 to $500,000. That's not $500,000 in American dollars. It's $500,000 in pounds, but not in dollars. The online auction will also include a trio of original figures, all wielding one of the rarest Star Wars accessories, the fabled double telescoping lightsaber. Keep my eye on that one. The first wave of Star Wars figures released in 1978 featured lightsabers that extended in 2 sections, but the production costs proved too high, and Kenner soon changed the design of the lightsaber to a single piece of molded plastic. We know that. Today, the early originals are amongst the most highly priced by collectors, and the high-grade examples of the original packaging can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Hakes will offer an FA 70X Plus grade Obi-Wan Kenobi figure, an FA graded 75 Plus X Plus grade Darth Vader figure, each estimated at $75,000 to $100,000, along with an FA 80 near mint grade Luke Skywalker figure, valued at $10,000 to $20,000. These 3 early figures all include rare double telescoping lightsabers, which replace later figures and they cost too much to produce. These pre-sale estimates are a clear illustration of how the market of vintage Star Wars figures has skyrocketed in recent years. As a generation which grew up watching the films reaches middle age, a combination of childhood nostalgia and rarity has catapulted the toys into the realm of investment-grade collectibles. Back in 2016, a French-carded Boba Fett figure sold at Vectis auctions in the UK for $26,000, setting a then world record for a Star Wars production figure. Following a series of high-profile sales on both sides of the Atlantic, the current record for a production figure is set in 2018 by an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure, which sold at Hakes for $76,000. With the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader figures now hitting the block valued at up to $100,000, the record could be potentially trebled in the space of 3 years. And the £500,000 top estimate of the Boba Fett prototype has elevated the figure into its league of its own. Whether it reaches the price remains to be seen, but if it gets anywhere close, the world record price for any action figure will have been destroyed quicker than a fully operational Death Star. And finally this week, one of the hottest toys released during the Star Wars Triple Force Friday event earlier this month was the Hasbro Vintage Collection AT-ST Raider vehicle from the upcoming Mandalorian series on Disney+. If you didn't stay up late enough to grab one before they sold out, yeah right, there was none on the shelves. Your second chance is happening now. The Star Wars Vintage Collection Mandalorian AT-ST Raider vehicle is Best Buy exclusive, which you can now pre-order for $79.99 with free shipping slated for November the 1st. So hopefully that'll be on the Amazon list as well as it'll be on eBay. Features include the opening canopy, articulated legs, adjustable laser cannons and side-mounted weapons pods, movable command viewpoint blast shields and an exclusive figure. Another popular Triple Force Friday Hasbro release was Luke Skywalker's Red 5 X-Wing Fighter. Yes, I would love that. It's a fan channel exclusive that you can grab now via Best Buy for $99 with free shipping. Again, that's available in Amazon, I do believe. I think I've seen it at Amazon for £90. Odds are it will sell out there as well, so grab one while you can. The Vintage Collection X-Wing is compatible with 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figures and features landing gear, a hinged cockpit canopy, adjustable wings and a mini projectile launcher. It also features details like weathering paintwork, interior cockpit decor. It's interesting that it's has 3 3/4 figures, as there is only the Vintage Collection now that has 3 3/4 figures, and as a Vintage Collection is really for collectors, you're not really meant to be opening them up. So you probably buy 2. Most people probably buy 2. Especially, that gets me, you need that Luke Skywalker figure to go with that X-Wing. So you're going to have to buy the Vintage Collection. They're not daft, really. There's the Poe Dameron X-Wing, and there's a Poe Dameron Vintage Collection figure too. It's funny that the R2-D2 has come out as well. I don't know if you get the R2-D2 with the X-Wing. I doubt it very much. But then you'll have to buy that too as well. So yes, I would like to have that X-Wing, the Red 5 X-Wing, but I would also like to have the helmet as well, Luke Skywalker's pilot helmet, so I could really act out a lot of my fantasies with that helmet and the X-Wing. I did see the helmet in Forbidden Planet, but it was £110, which is a bit steep when you can buy it for £90 off Amazon. I think that's definitely my next purchase, but seeing I've just bought a Meccano Ben Kenobi, and a graded one at that. I will be talking about grading next week. So if you've got any questions about grading or any opinions, just let me know. Hit me up on that email, blueharvesttoys@gmail.com, or you can also contact me on Twitter @StarWarsPod. So until next week, get out there, get collecting. Don't spend up. Please don't spend up. But enjoy yourself. That's the main reason we collect. So until then, may the toys be with you.
That homeward bound friend, don't forget me in your dreams. Just one more song, friend, and then so long, friend. The nights get shorter, it seems. Just one more rhyme, friend. Yes, it's a crime, friend. But you know time, friend, time can fly. So it's good night, friend. Good night, but not goodbye.